Hello guys, today we are going to talk about how to make a line following robot in VRAP. As you can see, this is also a line following drone. It is going to follow a line. I will just play a video for a few seconds. You can see this is following a line. Same way, I've also made robot arm, which is also writing something following a line. You can see over here also. So we are going to talk about how to make such line following simulations in VREP. So before that we will firstly talk about how to make a path. To make a path in VREP, what we need to do is firstly go to add and then from there select a path. You can see for now for general understanding we'll be selecting a segmented path. You can see this is a path. I hope it is visible. This is, you can see this is a path. So how to add more points in the path? We will select this path. You can see we will select this path from the hierarchy. Then we will go to this option and we will place over here and we will edit this path. So from here we can select the move part and like this you can move this point here, here. Okay, if you want to add one more point after this, select, press Ctrl plus C in your keyboard and press at the point where you want to paste it, Ctrl V. Okay, now it's not visible, 2 and 3 are overlapping at the same point. Now what we'll do, we will move it using this. Now you can look, this is the path created. As you can see, this point is moved over there. Similarly, we'll make some more point like this. Just for right now, it's this much is okay, and we will not make it close. If you make it close, it will like this. For now, I will be just keeping it open, okay, and I will selecting yes. So this is done. Then we will bring an object to make this path follow. Okay, we will add over here and go to add and we will add a primitive shapes and we will add cuboid. Now for just now let leave it like this. Now cuboid, and I make this cuboid over here. So basically let's not do this with cuboid. We'll first add a dummy. That would be better. But let me increase the size of the dummy so that we can all see it. Okay, now this is the dummy and I will move it to this point. It's your wish, you can move or not. And over here I will add a non, I will add a threaded child. So basically, I have pasted the code here. Let me explain you what this code actually means. So if you see, firstly look over here. You can see this dummy. What we have done is that inside this dummy, I have in this dummy, you can see this dummy, I have made this self handle, means within this it will get the object by itself. This object name is, it will get the object in which it is there, like it's in dummy, then it will get the object of dummy. If it will be there in path, it will get the object of the path. Okay, first line of the code is clear. Then coming to the second line, this is the path. You, for this you can understand this is a relation with build between the code and the real world. This is the real world. In this world, this is the hierarchies, up and down are the hierarchies, and in this hierarchies we are talking about this is a way to access the original world. Sim get object handle. By this object we are going to make it as a variable. One of this becomes a variable. Okay, now we have given a name to a variable, path handle.
Now coming to this. Now what will happen? This dummy will start following this path. How to make that actually? What we'll be doing over here is that sim is a function that makes a path follow. In this we will first put the object means dummy. It is self-referenced, ठीक and for that this is object. After that now path will have given a path name over here. This is the path. Now change position is the only variable that we will talk a little bit later. Now these are some of the constraints to understand all of this better. What I will do is that even you can do always like this, that whenever you don't understand this, just open, right click, open referential from sim follow path. It will open a page over where
you can understand the variable. Now, important thing to look over here is that path function input variables. These are the variables. Always focus on them. Means what are their data types and what are all these, what this they mean. One by one, everything is explained over here. Okay, we will also talk like this only. So look over here. First one is object handle that we have already declared. Object handle that this one dummy object we have declared. Now after this there is path handle. We have declared the path also. Now these are the position and orientation. For our case we have just consider is as by default as 1, or we do not need to put anything over here. So we didn't put anything over here. You can see it's written over here nil. We don't need to bother about it. And here we can give value. If we give the 0, then it will start from the beginning. Here you can see what is given. This is this is this is that 0. It will start from 0 only. And this is change path position. This is by default you can put it any value. And for me I have given it 1. Okay. And let's see what was 1 over here. 1 over here was, if we can put any value between 1 is only for the position. What does this mean is that it will only change the position. It will only, this will only change the position. What I mean to say is that when this robot me rotate in this path na, then this will only change x, y, z, all these variables, not the orientation. Means it will not change the rotation of those values. Okay, so let's see. So you can see this object is following the path. I hope you understand this basic logic. This is enough, just this much logic is needed to make it work. Okay, then talking about how to make a real object. Like if I put, supposingly if I put a cuboid over here. Okay, cuboid over here. I'll bring it near to this position. I want it to same way I will add a associated threaded child. Okay, and let's remove this one. Let's delete this. And over here I will put the same code. Now this self-referential over here will refer to this keyboard as earlier I told you. Okay, now rest everything is same. Now look, let's see, is it going to follow it or not? Array, it is not following. The main reason over here is that you can see. what we need to change is that in real world this object is having some physical significance. I mean, it can collide with the surface. We need to change its dynamic properties. Okay, the dynamic properties are changed. Now it will run. Look, it is running. So when you want to make a real object follow the path, one thing you have to make sure is that you should always go to this dynamic properties, and you should always remove this, because if look, if this responding, that means that it will react. There is this one force that will act on this body, and there will be reaction force, due to which uh, beside following this path, this will react with the body and it will not be able to follow the path. This is actually the real world. Means when you are making a simulation, it actually behaves like a real world when you turn on this simulation. Okay, so those are the important things that you need to understand while doing any kind of simulation. So let's move on to drone. So even I want to make you clear one more thing in drone. So let's bring drone. Let's go to mobile robots and we'll bring drone. Here it is. Okay. And in this drone, one thing you need to understand very much is that this is an object. I will play and show you what I mean by that. Can you see this green object? If I want to make drone move now in this scene, what I will do, I will just make this green object move. Look, this is the quadcopter target. If I move this, then this will move. What I mean is that this is designed by VRAP beforehand, and this having the feature that whenever I move this target ball, then this will follow this path. Look, when I'm moving this target ball, this drone is following the path. This is very simple. Now what I will do over here to make it follow this path, what we will do, we will just apply the simple thing that we learned right now. We'll make this target follow this path. Before that, what I will do is that I will move it little bit in Z direction, okay, so that it can move at a height. Okay, now I will go to this Bob quadcopter target, and over here I will add a dummy. No, not dummy. I will add associated childhood, threaded childhood, and then I would paste the previous code. Now this is the code that I already told you all thing about. Now look what will happen. When I turn on the simulation, this start following this line. Can you see? And one more thing. Uh, we should be little bit conscious that drone takes some time, so we should always put it, bring it to the initial position beforehand, so that it is easier for it to follow the path. Okay, now you can see it is following this path. This is exactly the same thing that I made over here. It's just the thing that I made those things, and you can see this concretes and all those things. I've created a scene like this, and you can also download this thing from below. I've given the link to download. I've given all my links to download this file, okay? GitHub files, and you can use this scene And over here, look over here, important चीजों things. I made this only this one. This is the same thing that we have discussed. Okay, we already know the things. For now, we will change some value and play with it. Like we'll make it little bit faster. Look, it is going faster. It is going faster. It is going faster. It is going little bit faster. You can see because I have changed the value of the velocity. Okay. And one more thing, you can also see that I tried to hide. You can also hide this path. If you want to hide this path, just click on this path and go to common and make it visible in the other layer. Now you can see this path is not visible. Now this path is visible, and same way what I did, this object you can also make it invisible and it will look very realistic. You can hide those lines. And even in the real world scenario, there are many such line following robots. You can Google it, you will get so many of them. So we will also talk about this one. This so before that, I will also show you some more things for that. So let's talk about non-mobile robotic arms. So in robotic arm, you can find this one. Okay, it's the same thing. It's the same thing that you can see. Even it has a spherical ball. When I turn it on and I move this ball, then look, it will also move. But if you have the little bit knowledge, look, it has a fixed area up to which it can move. It is showing inverse kinematic fail. It means that it can move up to a certain limit. So up to that limit only it will move. So I made so this one also we will do like that only. I will show you in my signature this one. Uh, uh, this you can see this path is hidden at present. I'll make it visible. Look, what I have firstly done, we go to edit. You can see I have made all those point like it will write like my name, and you can see this one, and I put it little bit up offset so that this is the actual line. Means why I did like this is that this ball will follow this height, but the pen is below. You can see it is below. It will write like this, so that I kept it at certain height. Okay, and the same thing, and you can see I've it's the same code over here, but there is a catch. Little bit there is a catch. You need to understand is that let me play the video. What I did is that when this like supposingly it has to write Ritik. Okay, so it will write like this HRITHIK, but there is one thing over here I want to give O, and over there I if it is T then I want to give it like this, means a line on the T. So what I have done is that I will show you in the code. If you can see, this is the path 1, this is path 0. Firstly I defined all the path, and initially this will follow the path 1. Means this is follow the path 1. This following path 1, after certain period of time, what it will do, it will start following, it will wait here for some time path 0, so that it can waste some time. After that it will come over here, and let me make it visible. Look, this is this is the third part, this T1. After that also it will wait for some second, and in the last one it will again become visible. What it and the last after this, like this it will move. Let me make robot little bit move for a second, so that I can show you the things properly. Okay, what I have done is, firstly this will write my name like this, it will move like this. Then what this T part is left, before coming to T, over here it will wait for some second, so that there will not be disturbance. Then it will come to here and it will start writing following this path. This is path number. Let me make this part visible. Look, this is path number 3, you can see. After the same, over here it will wait some time. Then what it will do, it will go to this point and it will do O. Then again at the last part it will come over here and wait some time, and this simulation will stop. So how I calculated the time, that I will show you in the code of this. If you see this code you can get, it will firstly follow this path. Then this is to get the simulation time. After that it will minus the initial simulation time, which I consider at 0, means we are just taking the actual time. I counted how much time it will take. After 29 second, means after this word is written, this whole thing is written, then it will wait for some second and it will again follow the other path. Same way it will wait for this T to complete, then it will wait for some time and it will follow the other path. Like this I made this simulation. I hope this video is clear to you, and you can also make some similar writing things for yourself. These cool things I hope you will make, and I hope you understand these things and completely. Thank you.